All right, time for a live stream of some farming simulator. Yay, farming simulator. Uh, we are ready. I've been looking forward to this all week so far because I did not get to stream on Monday because my computer was, well, not necessarily in pieces, but the cords were in pieces. And I was trying to get it all put back together, trying to get everything organized, I cleaned my office up, things like that. And it just, I think I got the cords mixed up, and it was like, I don't have any audio. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll just skip for now. And then like 10 minutes after I said I was going to cancel, I think I figured it all out. So, but hey, Stormy, how's it going? Welcome to another Farming Simulator live stream. Maybe go ahead and get the game on pause. We can kind of chill while thinking about what's going on. But yeah, I do want to say thank you for anybody who is joining either live or on the VOD. And I appreciate all of the views and all the comments and all the likes and everything in between. Where are we? I think we're ready to mow. Yep. So we're ready to mow. We got eggs, we got bread, we got chickens, we got everything going on all at the same time. What was it? September, did I just see? July, I'm sorry. I think September was my Zelonka save that I was just running around with. I'm killing your sleep schedule, but you got off this week. Well, I apologize for that. I just I have to stream at a time that's convenient for me. Maybe someday I can push it a little bit earlier to help you out a little bit. We'll see. I talked about that with my wife. I was like, can I start streaming at like 2 hours earlier? 4 would be hard for me because that's when I have to pick up the kids from school, but 5 could be doable. All right, where are we at? So again, we're in July. So we got sorghum. We're going to be harvesting in August. And what else do we get planted? We obviously got the grass. Let's go and get the grass started while I'm thinking things through, because that will help me at least get something rolling here. Oh, that's right. I bought a new seeder last time. Yeah. I mean, it's going to cost us some money. I mean, it's going to slow us down a little bit in one sense, but it's going to speed us up drastically in the seeding side of things. It's just a much better seeder. Now, it does mean I have to do plowing after I harvest so that we're ready for that, because that's the thing that slowed us down still even after getting this. But we got several months to plow, right? We got lots of time to plow between harvest time and planting time again. So that will make things a lot easier. Let's check the chickens real quick. Chickens, we could probably top them off on their food. Let me just get this other tractor here. Got a little bit of food left over here. I mean, it's a good thing we're harvesting next month because we will need it, but the chickens should be fine. All right, that is that. That's all the food. This trailer ready for the next harvest. So we did get our bakery. Was that last episode as well? Did we got the bakery? I think it was. It's all blurring together, but that's obviously running along quite smoothly. Is it almost full on bread, or we got space? Let's see. We actually might need to empty that up real quick. The bakery does not hold a lot of bread, does it? So what is my expectation for this stream? What could we possibly get done in 3 hours? I mean, we're obviously going to get everything harvested again and reseeded. That's going to be one goal. That's an easy goal to handle, but I say an easy goal. Depends on if we can get back around to seeding time. But what else do we want to get done? I mean, I'd like to get some new progress point, like something like, but we're really down to the expensive ones. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to put you on the left-hand side. Actually, let me just load everything up real quick and just recenter it. That'll work. Yeah, because I mean, the next two things are either sugar or cows. Those are the last two things that we would need. I mean, part of me is leaning towards the cows first, only because we can sell the milk individually until we're ready to make the cakes. Well, I guess we can do the sugar too. It's just I think the milk is a little bit just more lucrative in a lot of... sugar is very cheap. I'm not sure if that really gives us that much value. Animal food calculator. It adds 2 lines of text to the animals page. Food. Ah, okay. I will look for that. Animal food calculator. You know what? I usually have a notepad sitting by my desk, but after I cleaned up my desk on Monday, I did not replace my notepad. So I'll have to remember that. Yeah, that sounds like a good one. Definitely easier. I mean, it's nice to know kind of the quantities that everything's eating, because that's just going to help you calculate everything else that you need to kind of go into them. I mean, because we can calculate the quantities for all the other production stuff, so it makes sense that there'd be something out there for animals at this point. Come on, YouTube. Do I need to... You're going to kick back up automatically? I might have to actually hit the little button on the YouTube page itself. Sometimes it's... Yeah, it looks like I'm going to need to. All right, 1 second. Let me restore the pages. No, it's still going. Oh, there we go. There we go. It caught up. It caught up. We're good. YouTube's good. All right, cool. Yeah, that was weird. Windows things. I mean, it's definitely the little frowny face blue screen of death that we all know and love. I don't think I've had one of those in a very long time, so I don't think it's anything... I don't know what I would have done. I don't think I did anything that caused it. I don't think I had any drivers or anything recently, so... Just one of those days that it just decided to go goodbye. Windows drivers, yep. Alrighty, well, hopefully we're up and running. Everything's good. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. I don't think I am. We're good. Yeah, sugar would be good. Change of pace, just because we are doing cows on Sri Lanka. I agree with that. I mean, we're going to have to do cows eventually, but starting with cows may not be the most optimal thing or most exciting thing. And sugar would definitely be different. We have not done sugar very much. We did sugar for the chocolate, the hot chocolate or whatever I called it. I don't remember what that was. Hot cocoa run in Switzerland, but I haven't done anything since then. Why am I carrying this trailer around? Because I'm just talking and I forgot where I was taking. I was taking it over by the eggs. That's not where you go. You go over here. All right, we're almost done with the mowing. We will wait to windrow until later, so we can take care of that at a later date. No rush there. And yeah, we're good. Let's grab... Oh, you got one more row. Never mind. We'll let you finish that last little bit. Oh, actually, you might be finished, but I personally did another row. So I'll go ahead and just finish this row myself. Might as well. It's not much extra, but it could be another bale or two. That's fair. Okay, that's a good point. That it is a protective measure to prevent damage. But I've had blue screens of death that were like, it just didn't make sense sometimes. Where it was just like, what is going on here? And like I'd have to like, there's been some that it took me a while to figure out and debug. I didn't even see the I actually didn't even see the error message for this one. I was too quick to like get everything restarted back up. Hopefully it was just a one-off. All right, grass is done. We actually might be done. I don't think there's not that much to do in July. Let's check the water. Water's okay. I mean, it's still a little bit lower in one obscure spot than the other ones, but that's okay. Flour obviously still trucking along. Nothing for the grain mill to do yet until next month. Chickens are okay. Yeah, I think we're good to fast forward. I guess I will take a peek here just because... I was gonna say if that was sugar, I mean we couldn't have afforded it, but I would have been like sad because we could be like sugar beets. No. What is this? It's a cedar? Oh, yeah, okay, it's a cedar. I think I have used this one, actually, come to think of it. Alrighty, let's get ready to fast forward. Hey, LMAO, how's it going? Most of the time in my living room. Oh, nice, salsa mix. Well, I'm glad you could join. Appreciate it. I'm good, LMAO. How are you? How are things? I think you said Brazil, right? I hope I didn't say that right. I think it was Brazil. Brazil or Argentina? Oh my goodness, I think it's Brazil. I'm suddenly forgetting. Wow, I feel bad. I'm pretty sure it was Brazil. As far as I know, FS doesn't have the ability to crash your entire system, so no best. Oh no, yeah. The thing that crashed was my streaming computer, which is separate. So I play a Farming Simulator on one computer, and then I stream everything. OBS is literally the only thing running on the secondary computer. So it's possible OBS had an error. Who knows? Or it could also just be that, you know, obviously since it's doing the rendering and the processor's kind of running, doing whatever it's doing, it could have just run into some weird issue there. Okay, Brazil. I thought so. I thought though that I had a panic moment. You ever have those moments where like, you know what the answer is, but then as soon as you say it, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Why does that not sound right? And you second guess yourself. Yeah, that was one of those moments. Because I remember you talked about how you can't get, what is it? Is it Football Manager? You can't get because of the licensing, I think. Yeah, I remember that. All right, did I just fast forward? I did. Yeah, I did fast forward. I was like, wait a minute. Did I actually fast forward? So we don't have the seeding done yet. What I'm looking for the calendar. My brain is looking. So let me say the harvest is not ready yet. So did we seed a month late? Is that because I got the other seeder, or I don't remember why we seeded late, to be honest. I'm sure there was a reason. But we are not ready yet. So we will wait one more month for that. And then water. Water's still fine. Bread is okay. Chickens, are you chickens going to survive one more? Yeah, they're going to survive one more month. We're going to be good there. Oh, and we need to fertilize. I appreciate that. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, that's weird. Obviously, it's not like it's impossible, but it's much more rare for things to get outright banned in the United States. I mean, it has happened, I'm sure, with some things, but for the most part, it seems fairly rare. Definitely not for like licensing reasons, as far as I know. Oh, this is Harborside. I'm like, wait a minute, something's not spraying here. Did I need to go get more fertilizer, or is that over there? That might be fertilizer over there. I think I do still need to get some more though at some point. I vaguely remember that from last week. They get sued. That's true. They do get sued, but they still kind of persist even after the suing. They just, I mean, not always, obviously. Usually, there's a lot of times where suing something get sued and it's too much for it to survive. Oh yeah, we definitely need some fertilizer. So let's go and grab you. We'll grab the flatbed trailer and we'll go zip over to the store and pick up some fertilizer. You're farming in the new Elmcreek 2K24 by Squiggles? I haven't seen that one. I need to look for that. I think, were you the one to mention? Somebody mentioned that the other day, and I have not taken the time to look for it. I need to look for that as well. So that sounds like a really fun map. It might be a cool one. On this long series, I mentioned a mod to display the gear count. Oh, yeah, it's the one that I actually have up here as well. So, what was the name of that? It is something like extra info or detailed info or something. I don't think it's going to show it here, is it? Because I think these are only in-game mods where I'm looking for, Yeah, these are only the tractors and stuff, right? This isn't going to be that, is it? Yeah, it's not that. I wish it showed all the mods here. That would be like, I'm not sure why it wouldn't. There's no reason. I mean, I guess you can go navigate to the piece of equipment here, which is why it doesn't show it. I still feel like it should show it here. I could find that name later, but it's something like detailed info or extra info or something like that. I found it on the mod hub. It was on the mod hub. Oh, did he? He did a great job. That's good. That sounds like it'd be a fun map. Pretty cool to check out. All right, let's get some. How much can we get? Can we only get one? I think because this is like 3,000 bucks a piece, aren't they? Yeah. Well, we can technically get two. I guess we will. I don't want to drive a trip all the way over here just for one. We'll grab two just so we have it for the future. We will need it. Down to our last $484. That's barely enough to take the kids to dinner. I'm just saying. Actually, that's a joke, but it is still very expensive to feed kids anything but peanut butter and jelly sandwiches these days. Man, a trip to the pizza, get some pizza or McDonald's or anything like that, it's like 60 bucks, 70 bucks. It's like, what? My parents used to feed my entire family Taco Bell for like less than $10. Now, granted, that was like, I think they had like 30-cent tacos on Sundays or something like that where we lived, or maybe it was worldwide, or the whole country or whatever. But where we were at, it was 30-cent tacos on Sundays. So, 3 tacos a piece for 5 people in my family. That's actually, I guess it's technically $5. So maybe it was cheaper than I even remember. Oh man, I don't think we're gonna see 30-cent tacos again anytime soon. All right, you're good to go. Let's grab the other tractor to fill up and get the fertilizing done, and then we can move on to the harvest. You're playing on Alpine World, a great edit of the Erling map, but not available in mod hub. Okay, yeah, I might look for that one. There's a lot of good maps out there. There are definitely some amazingly good maps out there. I think, like, the Valley Spring map was a very cool map. However, I will admit, after a period of time playing on it, I did feel a bit claustrophobic. I think I like the maps that are a little bit more spacious. Like, there's more space. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. The countryside and the hills and everything like that was really cool. It was really beautiful. But the actual driving around the hedgerows and things like that it felt very claustrophobic. So I think that's probably not quite my speed. I think I prefer some of these more wide open maps. Ever since you got your Steam Deck and switched from Xbox, you've been elbows deep in the search for a perfect German Alpine map and managed to narrow it down to the top 10. Nice. It's cool that you found 10. That's awesome, actually. I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of maps out there, but it's good that you found 10 that are worth putting in a top 10, I guess is what I meant. Yeah, Steam Deck is good. Man, that thing is, in my opinion, very well made, very solid. I don't play mine enough. I need to play it more. I like having it. I don't know. It's just, the only time I'm going to play it is if I'm just going to be lazy sitting on the couch. But I'm like, I could just walk 3 feet and go play on the computer. I don't go anywhere, so I don't have an opportunity to go to like use it on a trip or anything like that. I was still living back in Texas, where I took the train to work every day. I took the little commuter train to work every day. Man, I'd be playing that all day on that thing. That's for sure. My wife keeps saying I should give the Steam Deck to my kids, and I'm like, nope, no. I'm keeping that one. That one's gonna stay nice and clean and ready for whenever I do want to use it. You're going skiing and you got a whole bunch of RPGs. That's good. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I actually remember, I think I might have mentioned this once. I don't remember if it was on this stream or maybe the Civilization stream, but I remember a guy I worked with, I think I told somebody this. It might have been the stream. Anyway, a guy I worked with who was playing Civilization 6, and he was actually traveling the world and visiting all of the Civilization 6 wonders. And then he was able to like play Civilization 6, build the wonder in game, and he had like a picture of the wonder in front of the wonder. You know, like it was pretty cool. It was really, really cool like deal. Take your Steam Deck around and like do something like that where you can like take a picture of an actual place that you're playing in game. Go play Assassin's Creed on Steam Deck and while you're in Paris or in, you know, wherever. I say Paris because I think that was the last Assassin's Creed game I played. I have not played any of the new ones. It's so sad. Alrighty. Harvest or fertilizing's done. I started the London one. I didn't finish the London one. I did finish the Paris one, which I think was the one before that, right? Maybe. I might be getting them out of order. Yeah, harvest is next month. That is that. Okay. Did I check the used lot? I did briefly, but I didn't actually register what was here. Okay, yeah, we don't need any of that. I would like to learn how to ski or snowboard. I have not. I've never done either. I mean, obviously I live a big chunk of my life in the South where there's not a lot of places to go skiing. And now that I live in Colorado, there's obviously plenty of places to go skiing. I just haven't done it yet. Alrighty. Grass is good. It's just harvesting time, right? Poor little harvester. Wish you were a little bit bigger. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have not played Valhalla yet. My wife has. She's played all the new... Like, she didn't play any of the older Assassin's Creed. She started with the Origins ones, and so she's played all the new ones now. Whereas I have... I wanted to go through them in order, and I'm a bit of a completionist, so I just do everything in all the Assassin's Creed games. And so I've only made it up through, like I said, I think I started London, which is I'm having fun with it. But I also know that possibly the best Assassin's Creeds are the newest ones, and I haven't even gotten to them yet. I haven't gotten to the best versions of them. Obviously, Black Flag was great. The Black Flag Assassin's Creed was great. I've heard mixed results about the, was it Skull and Bones or whatever it is that just came out? I've heard that is not as good by any stretch of the imagination, so hopefully they figure that one out. Because that looked like it could be fun if it worked well enough, but I heard there was a lot of issues with the recent beta test on that one. Although, is that actually live now? I think that actually... I don't remember if that's 100% live now. It probably is. I just remember I saw there was like an open beta weekend a couple weekends ago. Okay, fully released. I thought I saw an ad on YouTube for it that it was fully released. So yeah, like I said, I haven't tried it. I haven't looked at it. I just saw a couple notes on like an article or something like that mentioned that there were some issues that did not make it quite the game people thought it should be, which is unfortunate. I just bought a game that's going to be releasing here in a couple weeks that I'm looking forward to playing. I bought the new... Sorry, what am I trying to do? What is my... There we go. I was like, my brain froze and I forgot what the button for my helpers was for a second. I bought the new Mud Runner game, the Expeditions or whatever it is. I've been wanting to play a Mud Runner game for a while, and I thought that one looked like a kind of a fun, lightweight version of it. So we'll see if that's going to be any good or not. But I'm going to be doing some Let's Play series of that once that comes out here in 2 weeks, I guess. So that should be something new, something different. Okay, we need to get the cows a little bit more food, although they're going to be good for now, so we can finish the harvest for that. Nothing to do on the grass fields today. Bread is fine. We don't have to worry about that. We are about to fill the flour obviously back up, so we'll just go ahead and turn this on so I don't forget. And then the only thing would be just, we could always top off the water, which we might as well. While the dude is harvesting. Although once he gets a little bit harvested, we are going to start the plowing as well. Get that kind of rolling behind him. Probably once we empty him out for the first time, we'll get the plow set up after that. I mean, I could get a bigger cultivator at some point, but we don't need it desperately yet, and obviously we don't have the money for it anyway. Yeah, Expedition comes out on March 5th. Yeah, although I think there's like a pre-order. I don't think I pre-ordered like the super version of it, so I don't think I'm gonna get the 3 days earlier, 4 days earlier, whatever it is. I was like, nah, I can wait. I can wait a couple more days. But yeah, huge disappointment. 11 years of development time for that. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. I mean, yeah. Anyway, considering how good Black Flag was, it's disappointing to see that something that's based off of Black Flag could potentially be such a flop. And the sad thing is that there's not a lot of good, specifically multiplayer. There's not a lot of good piratey multiplayer games out there, are there? I mean, there's been a handful of them over the years. The last one I personally played was Pirates of the Burning Sea. That was years ago. It was interesting, but obviously very dated at this point. So there's just not a lot of good... I feel like it's a genre that people enjoy, but it's just not... It's not got a lot of good coverage right now. And Black Flag was supposed to... Well, the Skull and whatever, Bones, whatever. It's supposed to be the thing that fixed all of that. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Expeditions. It comes out. And then there was one other game that comes out the same day that I'm planning on doing a series for. Oh, I don't remember. Do I have it on my... I have it on my list somewhere. Oh, yeah. It's a... I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but it's called France 44, I believe. So it's a World War II tactical game. I thought it'd be... I like tactical games. I thought it'd be kind of fun. So we'll see. We will see if it's any good or not. It's almost time to empty out the harvester, I believe. Oh, it is full. There we go. Yeah, there's just a lot of good games coming up soon. Well, potentially good. I should not say just flat out good games, because we don't know sometimes until we actually see them. Some games that look good. There's a lot of them coming up this year that I noticed, that I wrote down just to make sure I don't forget about them. Obviously, I featured Frostpunk recently on the channel, and I'm looking forward to Frostpunk 2. I've been doing Railroad Corporation, and Railroad Corporation 2 is coming out. You know, there's lots of games like that I'm kind of looking forward to. Just something different. Something just a little bit different than Civilization and all the other games that I play. Plus, I'm actually trying to feature a lot more of the smaller indie games that I've just got a whole bunch of licenses for, either through Humble Bundle or because sometimes I do get... Even though my channel is obviously very small, I do still get sent occasional licenses for indie games for people that want me to feature it on my channel. So occasionally I get some of those for free. Not very often, but it's every once in a while. And, you know, sometimes it's fun to play some of those smaller, lightweight games here and there. Probably need him to do a couple more passes before I start the plowing, because I think the plowing will be a bit faster, maybe? We don't want him to start chewing up actual crop or anything. All right, let's go get another, probably 2 more loads of water, probably. Finish that up. Your backlog is massive, but your wish list is massiver. Yes. Yes, I have, again, mostly because of Humble Bundle. And to be fair, at least a third of the games that I got off Humble Bundle through the monthly choice thing, I will never touch. I will never play. But there are enough good ones, you know, from month to month that I'm okay with continuing to subscribe to it. And I would say the list of good ones is well over 100 games at this point. There's so many games there that I'm just like, I'd try that. I'd play that, you know? And there's no way I'm ever going to find time. So it's just kind of one of those things. Turn down the volume a little bit because it sounded a little bit louder earlier, but now it's quiet. Might have just been the harvester or something. All right, I'll grab one more load of water, and by then we should be able to start the plowing, I think. I mean, the plow's not very wide, or subsoiler, but I feel like it tends to go pretty quick. I was trying to figure out what was in the water there. I didn't realize I'd run over a sign. Okay, that's funny actually. I saw like a little flickering. I'm like, what is that? There's a sign. Alrighty. Oh, hey, Ghost Daddy. How's it going? Didn't see you slip in here. How has your streams been going? Oh, 161. Nice. Congrats. That's awesome. I mean, I got another follower today. I'm up to 88. So that's good, I guess. I think I'm finally to the point where at least half of my followers are not bots. Again, I still don't know why I got targeted by bot followers, but whatever. All right, drop that off. Let's go grab the plow. We'll just grab the plow with the little dude here. You should be able to handle it just fine. Sure, I left the plow on the other side of the silo or the building over here. Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to complain about bot followers. I guess if they're there, I mean, it's not like I did anything to cause them, and they're not really hurting anything. So it is what it is. Of course, until AI gets a little bit better, we can't build our communities out of bots yet, can we? Someday AI is going to be so good that we're going to just be entertaining a group of. I don't think it's going to get that way. There's no way. There's no way computers will be sitting around watching people play video games. That just makes no sense. Let's go get the trailer. Oh, hey, Stormy. Dual screen Stormy. Entertaining AIs. Yeah, you know. We got to entertain them or else they'll take over the world and kill us all. We got to make them happy. Twitch stories a few seconds in front of YouTube story. Let's see. Am I the same? Because I always have my streams up just so I can keep an eye on them. Nope. Mine, for me, Twitch Broyar is ahead of YouTube Broyar. Sometimes it goes back and forth. I don't know why. What causes one person or the other. Oh, I meant to pull up the Twitch ad stuff because I want to make sure I don't get like ad. I meant to do, what I meant to do was run a long ad before the stream actually started, just to kind of get it out of the way. And so there wouldn't be that many ads during the stream itself. Oh well. I'll pull it up here. I might have to pull it up later so I can skip one. Oh, you're about to get paid? Nice. Ghosty. That's awesome. Got my YouTube check today. That was fun. But my Twitch check will not come for a little while. I'm gonna be pretty far behind. But that's okay. No rush. Just the fact that it's monetized at all is pretty cool. Alright, chickens are full. Well, let's go drop this off at the bakery. Get that rolling. Yeah, unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, there are ads. Obviously, that's kind of the point of doing all this, is to sort of get paid, you know? So, you know, you do have to deal with ads a little bit. So, yeah, I appreciate it. If you want to watch on YouTube, that's cool too. Don't matter to me. I've been noticing a lot more ads on YouTube lately, especially when I watch YouTube on my TV, because obviously my TV, well, it doesn't have an ad blocker. I don't always use an ad blocker on my PC, but like I have, like, occasionally I'll have one pulled up just because I'm in the mood just to watch some shows or whatever, watch some stuff. But yeah, my TV doesn't have an ad blocker, so I watch all the ads there, and there's a lot more non-skippable ads these days. It feels like. You got to get 75 average viewers for the Twitch check mark for the verified. Oh, you have to get 75 average viewers to get a verified check mark. Interesting. Huh. All right, fair enough. I mean, if I got to the point where I had 75 average viewers, that would be an incredible time period for sure. That'd be awesome. Oh yeah. You give me more from premium than I would get from watching ads. I remember that. That is pretty cool, and I appreciate that. I still need to sign up for premium. I thought it was gonna be like $10 a month. I think it's like closer to 20, isn't it? Something like that. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to play. I don't know if I watch if I care enough to pay $20 a month right now, but I probably should. For the secondary part of the people that I watch, I would like to benefit them more than just watching the ads. All right, what are we doing? You are harvesting, doing good. Plowing's going. Doing all right. Yeah, I probably could have started the plow sooner, but that's okay. Same with Turbo and Twitch. Okay, yeah. That makes sense too. Oh, yours is $6.99 a month? That's interesting. Yeah. Well, that's convenient. Oh, yeah. Twitch will cover a lot of that. That'll be good to have Twitch pay for all the different things that you need. I mean, as soon as I started making enough money that YouTube paid for Adobe Premiere, I was very happy. Because Adobe Premiere is not cheap. I mean, I pay for a bigger package than I probably need. Because I was using some of the other tools at the time. I could probably cut back my Adobe Premiere package. Because all I really use now is Premiere and Photoshop. But I think I pay like $800 a year for Premiere, which is insane. But I use it, so considered a business expense, I guess, at that point. I'm just sitting here chilling because I was like talking to you guys. I was like, whatever. Where are you at? You're almost there. Normal price over here is $13.99 a month, considering how much time I spend with YouTube in the background. Yeah, no, that's fair. I watch YouTube all the time, for sure. I mean, I don't have, like, a satellite, or cable, service, right? I have Netflix. I got Disney Plus for the kids. I got Netflix. I got Disney Plus. And then, every once in a while I'll turn on Paramount or, like, Peacock or whatever like that. If there's, like, a specific show that I want to watch. And I'll turn those on for like a month or two. But usually, and Amazon Prime. Because we use the Prime, we use the delivery part of Amazon Prime all the time. And so, of course, we get the movie stuff, watching stuff with that. So, yeah, Netflix, I mean, and it saves us money at the end of the day. We're paying way less than we would if we were paying for a cable bill. So, yeah, I could probably add YouTube on there, and it's still going to be cheaper than a cable bill and something that I definitely watch all the time. Yes, someone wants to make you a logo, but since you're not 18, you can't get PayPal, which means you can't pay them. Interesting. All right, well, I mean, that's definitely a challenge, but... I mean, I know you said your mom set up your Twitch stuff for you. I wonder if, obviously, she would be able to pay for the thing if you got the money, but I get it. I understand. It's cool that somebody offered to make you a logo. That's awesome. I should do more Fiverr stuff, like Fiverr, where I get certain things made on Fiverr that I can kind of replicate myself, kind of get templates made for different thumbnails and things like that. I think that would be a good way to spend some money. Oh, I have looked at Fubo TV a few times. Like, there's been a couple specific like movies that I might have been like, oh, it's on Fubo TV, so I might have watched it there every once in a while. I have like I have a Roku TV, so I can just search and it'll just show me all the different streaming services that have whatever particular movie I'm looking for at the time, which is nice and convenient. You play for the New York Times crosswords. Nice. That's. I've never gotten into crosswords. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Sudoku lately, from cracking the cryptic, but I never, and they do the cryptic crosswords and stuff like that. But I've never personally gotten into any of this kind of crossword type stuff. My grandfather did crosswords all the time, though. That was his thing. All right, we're cruising along, making some flour now for sure. Yes, we are. Cool. That looks good. Oh yeah. Cryptic's cool. I mean, I love watching. I was watching them actually just literally as I was sitting waiting for the stream to start. I had one of their videos pulled up. I mean, I've tried a few of the variant Sudoku stuff that they have on there, and it's fun. I've definitely done a few of them. They're definitely fun to do, but it's hard to find time to do more than a handful here and there. It's insane to think that a game that started as simply as Sudoku was, like Sudoku at the base level is a very simple game, but has so much life, especially once you just throw in the different variants and stuff. It's mind-boggling that you can get that much out of a grid of 9x9. You know, it just, I don't know. It's awesome to see. Just when you think that the world can't come up with something new that is awesome and entertaining, then you see something new and you're like, wow, okay. That's, I don't know. It's like anytime like a new video game that comes out that's like really, really awesome. Like you, especially the indie ones, like the really small, like single developer just worked on something. You're like, wow, how did he come up with that idea? And it's perfect. It's great. It works great. You know, it's awesome to see that people are still out there being creative and it's working. There's a lot of fun little games out there. Last 3 days, 39 follows. Nice. That is awesome. Congratulations. I programmed my own Sudoku variant in Java back in the day. I think enjoying Sudoku comes with the territory. Yeah, no, that's fair. Sudoku is very, it's like algorithms, right? Like, I think you could call some of the processes of solving certain Sudoku type stuff kind of algorithmic. Similar to like Rubik's Cubes. A lot of times you see programmers who like Rubik's Cubes because there's a flow, there's a process to Rubik's Cubes that fits into that mindset. Plus, programming is just problem solving. So anytime I got something in front of me that can exercise my problem solving skills, that's always a fun thing. My son was playing Farming Simulator yesterday, actually. It's kind of fun to watch him try to figure it all out. Oh, wow. 20-second. I see now. Not that I couldn't, because obviously I think I could figure out the algorithm someday, but I've actually never gotten into Rubik's Cubes for some reason. I do like a lot of other puzzles, like any of those like kind of nail puzzles that are kind of twisted up with the rope ones, or any of those kind of those type of puzzly games. I've done those quite a few times, but I've never really gotten into Rubik's Cube. Not sure why, actually. It's a guy I watch a lot on the puzzle scene. I think his name is Mr. Puzzle or something like that. And I watch a lot of his puzzle stuff. It's pretty cool to watch. Another guy that I watch, and it's another kind of problem solving and figure out a puzzle type of thing, is a guy called, I think it's called GeoGuessr or something like that. That's his name. And like he's been doing these series lately where he gets a picture, like just a photograph from somebody, and he has to try and figure out where that photograph was taken in the world, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of decently good YouTube content out there. Back in your school days, it was the coolest toy on the block. That's fair. What was the coolest toy on the block from during my school day? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what we had like a lot of. I'm not sure. I don't remember very many toys that were like big time. We mostly just played basketball and football at recess and stuff like that. All right, thanks, Go See, yeah, appreciate you joining for as long as you can join. I appreciate it. I learned how to juggle in school way back in the day. I probably couldn't juggle now if you asked me, but I did learn how to do it at one point in time. Like simple juggling, nothing crazy. Like just juggling three balls or something like that. Nothing beyond that, but it was fun. I could spin a ball on my finger though, like a basketball. I did a lot of basketball. That was one of my things I did in middle school and stuff. But so I practiced the ball spinning on the finger thing for a while. That was fun. I realize that has nothing to do with Rubik's Cube. So I'm just trying to think of what kind of things I did when I was in school. Not a lot, apparently. To be fair, I was a bit of a loner in school, and I had one best friend, and that was it. And if I wasn't doing something with him, I was probably at home playing video games. So that was my two choices. Speaking of cool YouTube content, have you considered using Digest It on Zelanka to put a layer on the cornfield before planting and after aligning? I mean, I've done that personally in previous runs. I'm not sure. I might. I'm obviously we're producing Digest It right now, so we do have some. I just need to get the, the sprayer, whatever, the spreader, whatever. So I might do that. It's always a possibility. That's a good idea. Now that we're actually producing Digest It. I did not see those. I was looking at something else. Sorry, seeds. Sorry. My bad. Do we need lime again? I don't know if we do or not. Let me check real quick. Nope, we're good. I thought I just limed. I just couldn't remember. Alrighty. Cruising along here, doing alright. Oh, hello there. Too bad our thingamajigger won't be able to power this. That is a big one. 12 meters. What do we have? 6 meters? Not even 5.1 meters. Yeah, not gonna work for us. All right, what was I gonna? Oh yeah. So if we were to do sugarcane, I know I've looked at this a little bit, but part of me, I mean, I want to do sugarcane, but I know it's going to be so annoying. There's just no way I can justify doing sugarcane. Sugar beets are just as hard as sugar beets are just easier. I just can't imagine there's a way that sugarcane would be worthwhile. Oh yeah. You can power the header and it can move. Just that's yes, 100%. That's exactly right. I mean, it wouldn't be that expensive to get started from a perspective of just the basic equipment. But can you really change the colors of these? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I did not know you could change. I never do sugar beet or sugarcane. So that would obviously be relatively cheap. And then we have the sugar beets, which would be not bad either. I mean, to get a planter for either one, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. The sugarcane is a different seeder, different planter. This thing majigger. I just think it would be too slow. I'm afraid it would be too slow. It's interesting. It's different, but it's just a very, very tedious and slow process. So I think sugarcane or sugar beets is the best option there. I mean, the other flip side is that we wouldn't need a very big sugarcane field. Sugarcane, it stretches. it'll last a while if I remember right. But we're a little ways away from that, so nothing to think about just yet anyway. Actually, I mean, a good way to know how much you get would be just looking at the prices. Yeah, sugarcane is just like nothing of a price because you get such a high volume. Sugar beet's about the same. Maybe the volumes are more similar than I realized. Oh, I hate cutting. I tried the cutting for the sugar beets. Unless there's a new machine, they can do it better than that little whatever that thing is. That thing was a nightmare to try to get set up the last time I tried it. Where's sugar beet? Is it in here? No, it's not in there. It's gonna be under the, was it miscellaneous or something? No, what was it? Front loader stuff? Probably front loader tools. Yep, there it is. This thing, oh my goodness, I had such a nightmare trying to get this thing worked properly. It just, I don't know. Unless they've come up with a new option for this was just, to me, more hassle than it was worth. It was just not worth the hassle. Ah, that's pretty cool. So there's a Flegel trailer. That would make sense, and I would consider doing that. It's like this one. Yeah, that would make actually a lot of sense. I might look for that at some point. I may not, obviously not now during the stream, but after the stream, I might actually go look for that because it feels silly to be restricted for being able to do the chopped sugar beets just because the piece of equipment they included is kind of annoying to use. When you know that can't be the only piece of equipment that exists in the world, right? There's got to be some other piece of equipment in the world that's able to cut up sugar beets. Like, I mean, I'll get out there with a with a knife. We'll just cut them up. We'll watch a YouTube video and cut up some sugar beets. Let's do that. Where's that option? Oh yeah, cutting is a nightmare. I mean, I have seen some automated setups with the little tipper thing, with some of the conveyor belts and stuff like that, and it can work. It's just not. It's still just not easy. It's just not a very good setup at the end of the day. Plus, you gotta have a tractor just sitting there with the front. You know, you're basically using an entire tractor just to sit there to do that, which is a little bit weird. only reason I was thinking about doing sugarcane yet again is because it's different. Completely different from anything else that I ever do. Sometimes different's not always good. Sometimes different is just bad. Then we can dump a little bit more in to the flour mill before we start saving some for the chickens. Actually, that might not be true. Because we basically need a full harvester load and a full trailer load. More or less to get to the end of the chicken. So we might actually be done with everything in the... I need to write down how much we get. You know, and I probably should do it now. But just so we know exactly how much can go into the flour mill versus the chickens. So what does the flour mill have in it right now? 22. I think we can put a little bit more. I think we did 25 before, 24, 25, something like that. We'll keep it safe for now, though, until we know for sure. Do we need to pick up some bread? We can pick up a little bit of bread. Oh, you posted. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. When is bread selling month? Did I already pass it? I probably forgot about it. Oh, December. Okay, we're good. December for bread. Eggs is November. Silage is January. Right now. I'm forgetting. My goodness. Where did that yawn come from? January, basically. December, January. So, November, December, January. Those are our three main things that we got right now. Oh, you have some spare time. Now that you're done with your project, you got some spare time available. Yeah, I might take you up on that. We'll see. Life just gets very busy for me a lot of times, so it's hard for me to kind of do some of that. Plus, I still need to beautify the Twitch side of things so that people can see their subscriptions flash and all that kind of stuff. Oh, thank you, Salsa Mix. I appreciate it. I probably should start posting on Twitter again. Or X, whatever. I used to post at least when the videos would go live, but that was only because I could do that automated. They got rid of that, so I just don't post on social media at all. I need to start doing it again. Goodness gracious. Where is the yawns coming from? Not sure why I'm so tired. Oh, I need the... No, we might not need the trailer. We'll see. I'll go hook up to the trailer just in case I do need it. Yeah, I need to figure out how I'm going to handle Discord. I mean, a lot of the guys that I watch tie Discord to Twitch subscriptions. So they're still not giving it to just everybody, which is part of the reason why I tied it to memberships. But I can also see the argument for opening up to more people beyond that. We'll see. I know why I'm tired. I didn't get my old man nap after work today. I had to take care of some stuff. So normally, not normally, but sometimes I'll take a nap after work because I'm getting old, and that did not happen. Ah, that's a good point, Stormy. I have also seen that as well, where there's just a role that has maybe more private channels for members, but there's like a public area for everybody. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, and it's probably a really good idea actually. Come on, little harvester. I'm waiting for you. I guess I can fill up whatever you got. You take a nap all day? Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, naps are good. Like, I love to sleep. I do. But I also, like, on the one hand, I love to sleep. On the other hand, I hate to sleep because I know that if I'm sleeping, I'm not doing all the fun things that I want to do in a given day. And it's like, I don't have enough time to do everything. But I also really like to sleep. I need more time in my day. Guess that's what retirement's for someday. I don't know why I'm driving back over here. I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for these guys done. We're not going to wait for the plow to get done. We'll wait for the harvester, though. And then we can fast forward. And that will be good. Now we're only 2 months away from being able to sell some more stuff. You're fully taken care of, right? Oh, you don't have pH? Oh, that's because the pH is messed up on this field. Keep forgetting that. So weird. Should let me pick up an egg so I can throw it. For no reason. But I should just be able to. That's a funny story. Yeah, I mean, I actually wake up at 6 o'clock in the mornings on Saturdays and Sundays. Every Saturday and Sunday. Because I still play World of Warcraft with a group of friends. That's when we raid. We're a Saturday morning raiding group. And we raid it, well, for me, 6 o'clock in the morning. For them, I think some of them are East Coast, so it's like, 8 o'clock or something like that. So it's a slightly normal time. But 6 a.m. on a Saturday and Sunday, it's exhausting. And I always have to take a nap after those. So yeah, it messes with my sleep schedule a little bit because I'm like, I don't ever get that awesome sleep in day on a weekend, but it works out so far. How we doing over here? Almost done. I think it's funny the fact that I'm getting old enough that I do that thing where I know my dad used to do all the time, where I'll just fall asleep like in the middle of like 5 seconds after sitting down, and I'm watching. Like I'll put on a YouTube video or some Netflix video, movie or something like that, and I'll be asleep within the first minute or so. And it's like, how did that happen? It kind of sneaks up on me, and I'm like, and then I wake up, you know, half an hour later, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? What had just happened? Oh, it's so weird. I mean, I try not to drink too much caffeine. Oh, we are going to need to empty out a little bit. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Try not to drink too much caffeine. I mean, I do drink caffeine just because it's kind of an unfortunate evil to get through the day sometimes, but I try to limit it to a very, very small amount, like either a half a can of soda on good days and maybe 1 full can of soda on bad days. I don't drink coffee. Not just because I don't like coffee. I like the smell of coffee, but I've never really liked the taste. Oh yeah, soda I do drink, but again, I try to drink very, very limited amounts. I'll call that probably good enough. Once we load up some of that, that should work. Actually, how much do we have in the chickens right now? We only need, what, 21, 22? So we're at 9,000 plus 8,000, so that's 17. We only need another 5,000. And the harvester has how much? 7,500. And it's about to get probably another 1,000, maybe 500, something like that. So we can probably drop another 3,000 actually. So let me drop off another 3,000 liters. Unless my math is just way off, which it probably is. We'll do 2,000 just to be safe, in case my math is wrong. Since 2014, almost 10 years. Oh, that's how long you've been retired? Nice. I'm not using the most important and satisfying tool in FS. What is the most important and satisfying tool in FS? Oh, well, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your service. My grandfather was Army. My wife was in the Army for a few years. Technically, I was in the Army, but I would never consider myself, I think I've said the story before, but I would never consider myself a veteran. I did not make it through basic training. I got out medical discharge during basic training. So because of that, I don't know. I mean, yes, was I technically in the Army? Yes. Somebody had to, I mean, legally, I guess I have to answer. Maybe I have to answer. I don't know if I do or not, but I don't. Like anytime they ask people to stand for Veterans Day and stuff like that, I never stand. It doesn't feel right. There's too many people that have served and actually done stuff with their Army careers and Navy careers and whatever else. Doesn't feel right for me. I collected a paycheck for a few weeks and got a little bit of a workout. That's the extent of what I did in the Army. I did gain I want to say I gained like 25 or 30 pounds of like just raw muscle for after, 6 to 8 weeks. It was like, I was packing on muscle quick. It was crazy. Oh, the power washer. Yes. I use the power washer occasionally, but sometimes I'm just like, yeah, whatever. The power washer is cool. All right, we're almost done with the harvest. Let's get you parked. We're going to be ready to fast forward here in just a moment. Let the guy plowing finish up next month while we're doing other things. Oh wow, 2 tours in a wreck. That's well. Again, I appreciate it. That's man. I mean, obviously, since my wife was in the army, we were stationed in well, we were stationed somewhere. I don't know how much public information I should give, but we obviously, I mean, I knew a lot of guys in the army that were coworkers of hers, and so obviously I knew several guys that had been coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq. So, yeah, definitely, definitely know a lot of people from the military side of things. We still have more than we need, don't we? What is it? Is it 21 or 22, Stormy? I don't have my notebook for chickens. 21,000 liters or 22,000 liters? Don't remember. And I don't have that mod. I need to get that mod so I know for sure. Okay, 20, I think it's 21.5 maybe. So that probably means that I can drop off most of this into the thing. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I definitely know where Fort Hood, Texas is. Been there many times. Not recall that good enough. Yeah, I used to live right next to Fort Hood. Or near it, I should say. I did my basic in, well, the little bit that I did do in Oklahoma, Fort Sill. Cool. All right, that is done. Yeah, like I said, we can fast forward, let the plowing guy continue, and go from there. So, I don't think there's anything else for us to do this month. I always second guess. I'm like, I'm missing something. 21.6. Okay. Well, I'm glad I saved 800. Yeah, I've been to Georgia a few times. I've been to Atlanta several times. Yeah. Been all over the South. Is there any state in the South that I haven't been to? No. I've been to all of them. Come to think of it. I'm like, been to Florida, been to Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Louisiana, Arkansas. And yes, as I'm saying more of these names, my southern accent, well, what little bit of southern accent I might have is starting to come out. Oh, goodness. And of course, Texas. Tennessee, I've been to Tennessee. Depending on where you draw the line for the South, I have been to most of those. I haven't been to Kentucky, which I don't think Kentucky usually counts as the South. Is West Virginia count? I don't think the West Virginia counts as the South, does it? I don't remember. I haven't been to West Virginia either. I think West Virginia counts as like hillbilly, maybe not necessarily the South. Macon, Georgia. Oh, there you go. I used to know somebody that lived in Macon, Georgia. All right. It is October. It is what? 1 month away, right? We're not selling anything this month, right? My brain just forgot what we were doing. Because silage is in January, eggs is November, and bread is not up there. Down here. December. So we got November, December, January. Okay, that's right. Oh, it's ready to harvest. Never mind. I forgot. That's what we have to do. I knew there was something we had to do in the month of October. We've got to finish mowing. Oh, and baling, come to think of it. That way we get silage in time for January. It's all coming back. Yes, I was. I backed up crooked, but that's because I was texting and driving. By that I mean I was looking at chat for a moment. Doing all right, little buddy. You're almost there. You got this. Do need to do, like I said, we'll do the windrowing. We'll do the bailing here in a minute. We might actually be able to dump this straight into the chicken coop. Yeah, I was gonna say, get this guy emptied out. I will say our equipment is pretty dirty, so it could use a good spraying at some point. I was going to check. Oh, I was going to check the bread, or not the bread, the flour. Flour is almost done. Bread is doing what it does. Not much to say there. I actually, for some reason, I thought that was a windrower from the way it looked at first, but now obviously I see it's a tedder now. But it looked like one of the green windrowers that we've seen before. Man, I've never used. I don't know if I've ever used one of these tractors like this. I don't think so. Like a big old behemoth tractor like that. Cool, but a bit excessive for most of the stuff that I do. All right, there, we'll take over for you because I can plow pretty easily here. Yesterday you learned that all. Yes. It took me a second to realize you were talking about Zlanka. I was like, milk, cereal, and electricity. Yeah, I mean, that's what my kids survive on. Oh, you're talking about my kids. Yes. That is you think I'm joking, but that is literally all my kids survive off of. We bought a gallon of milk on Monday. And when I went in there to get me a bowl of cereal Tuesday morning, there was like this much left in the jug. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. My kids love milk and cereal. And of course, the electricity is something they use all the time. They play so much Xbox and, you know, Switch and watch so many movies, do on their phones. They're doing everything. Although I'm one to talk. I literally have 6 monitors in front of me right now. Which is crazy, I know. 6 monitors, 3 computers, a camera, a couple lights. Now, one of the computers and monitors is my work stuff, so that's probably, I could kind of exclude that a little bit. And then, of course, I got the streaming PC and the gaming PC, so I got a lot of stuff. I know, it's crazy. I have a full game center. So I know that I'm the one that uses the majority of the electricity in my house, but my kids do use a lot. Surprisingly though, as much electricity as I use, I was able to fit enough solar panels on my roof to cover my electric bill every day. Well, provided that there's enough sunlight, obviously, which thankfully where I live, there usually is a pretty good amount of sunlight most of the year. So yeah, I usually get most of my electric bill paid for, which is surprising. Like I said, considering how much electric stuff I've got running all the time, it is pretty cool that I can do that all with just a set of solar panels on the roof. Now, granted, it's a lot of solar panels. If you look at my solar panel setup compared to my neighbors, my entire roof is covered in solar panels. So I did pay a little bit extra to get more, but it covers it. Oh, you get 4 monitors for it? But yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair. And that's not even counting the big old TV that's back there that, you know, if I'm sitting on the couch, I'll watch TV. Nice. Yeah, see, we all have lots of electrical equipment running around. It's one of those things. I don't know. I'm glad I live in a place that doesn't have a lot of blackouts and stuff, or brownouts or whatever. That would drive me up the wall, I think. What is ATS? Oh, is that the truck simulator one? American Truck Simulator? Is that what you're talking about? I think I've tried the Division. I don't know if I played it very much, but it looks like a pretty cool game. Obviously, Farming Simulator playing. Yeah, American Truck Simulator. Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool. I mean, I've flirted with American Truck Simulator a little bit, but I haven't really gotten too far into it. But it would be kind of a fun one to do. Oh, I forgot to switch. Oh no, you're still mowing. Let's grab you and get you to windrow real quick. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or serious, Stormy. Is that because I actually don't know anything about European power? If blackouts and brownouts are even a thing there. I would assume that they're pretty good at managing power in Europe, but I could be way off. I actually don't know. And the only reason I assume that is because isn't a lot of the components for like solar panels and things like that like designed and made in Germany a lot of times? I feel like Germany's like a big place for renewable energy. Okay, you don't even know this. Okay, that's cool. That's awesome. I mean, that's good. I mean, it's proof that some places can get it right? There's a way to get the power issue resolved properly. I mean, that kind of goes back, and again, I don't mean this in a political standpoint, just kind of a pragmatic and common sense. The idea that, you know, our government in the United States is really wanting to push towards everybody flipping over to electric vehicles, and it's like, how can we flip to electric vehicles if you can't even manage the power that we've got currently with no electric vehicles, you know? Let's take care of the power first, and then once we got plenty of electricity, then we can have some electric vehicle pushing and stuff like that. Unfortunately, a lot of that discussion around electric vehicles does tend to get relatively political very fast, which is, I don't think it has to be. I mean, I think there's common sense there about whether or not we're ready for it or not. I think we might be close. I don't think we're quite ready for a full transition over to electric vehicles everywhere. They still haven't figured out how to solve the rural problem, right? If you live out in a rural area of the United States, you're not going to have a way to charge your vehicle, halfway to town or whatever, So you got to figure out how to solve that first and foremost for a lot of those places. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Texas frost collapse. That's always the big one that everybody hears about. I was not living in Texas at that time. My parents were, but by then I was already in Colorado. But there are places like California that get lots of brownouts from my understanding. Like they even have times where they're like, please don't charge your electric vehicle during this time of the day. And it's like, all right, you're pushing for electric vehicles, but then you're telling me when I can and can't charge it. I got a life to live. I got places to go. I always thought the idea of hydrogen cars was pretty cool. Because the ones I remember seeing back, it's been probably a decade at least now. Like you'd fill them up at a gas pump like a normal gas vehicle. And then of course the output is just water, but small problem, explosive, whatever, hydrogen, something. Was the Zeppelin thing? Was that one filled with hydrogen, or was that filled with another gas? I don't remember actually now. I don't remember the name of it all of a sudden. Oh my goodness. The famous Zeppelin that blew up. Now, obviously, I'm assuming we have better ways of handling hydrogen now than in a thin layer of whatever it was covered there at the time. Only thing I remember about that was the Mythbusters thing where they tried to prove exactly what was covering the outside of that Zeppelin to cause it to burn up so much. And I think they finally decided wasn't it like literally covered in thermite or something like that? It was something insane like that. Hindenburg, thank you. I was like, my brain sometimes it's like, no, I don't want to work today. I'm good. It checks out. But yeah, the Hindenburg, yeah, I think they proved that it's like it was literally covered in thermite. Well, they did switch to hydrogen. Okay, yeah. Which helium is not like that's what's that? What do they call it? Like that's normal. Like that's what's it called? Innate. It's an innate gas, right? Helium, is it? Or am I thinking something wrong? I know nitrogen is, isn't it? But I can't remember if helium is or not. It's kind of your fault. Fair enough. Noble gas. Thank you. That might have been what I was looking for. I mean, I don't know. It's, I was going to make a joke and I just, my joke ran out of steam midway through the sentence. I was going to make a joke about royalty and noble gases, but anyway, I'm going to let that one die. Just let it die. But no, I don't know. I think that's cool. I am not against, I think I've talked about this before. I am not against the idea of electric vehicles. I'm just against you telling me that I have to have an electric vehicle. I'm like, if I want to pay, I'll pay extra for gas. I don't care. It gives me more flexibility for what I need in my life. But yeah, I think it's awesome. I think electric vehicles are really cool. obviously very quick, very fast little vehicles. No, I agree. I think it's a little. I think we're a bit too soon to be pushing electric vehicles as a like full switch over. I think it's just a little soon. I think give it another 10, 20 years, you know, then we can start talking about, you know, potentially a full swap. But I think it's just a little too early right now. We've got to figure out the electricity first. I mean, if literally every American switched to an electric car right now, the only way to give them enough electricity for that would be to like have like coal power plants and things like that. And isn't that defeating the whole point? Is a coal power plant a more efficient, maybe it is, more efficient use of, you know, fossil fuels than, you know, X number of cars that would have been running instead of that coal power plant? I actually don't know. Maybe it is more efficient. Maybe it's not. Obviously, you got nuclear and things like that, but a lot of those are not happy. People aren't happy about those either. But I like my solar panels. I mean, like I said, I'm in favor of good, cool technologies like that if it's beneficial. My solar panels have been very nice. That's fair. Yeah, there's got to be something that's better, right? I would imagine there's going to be something better someday. Maybe not. I don't know. Electricity's been around forever, and we've made improvements for sure. But it's not like, it's still technically the same thing at the root level, right? It's electricity. Will we ever find something different than electricity? Or are we just going to find something different that creates electricity? But I like science, so I always love learning about new technologies like that, though. Back in the day, Popular Science and Popular Mechanics were two of my favorite magazines. Back when I actually read magazines, which I don't read magazines anymore. But I used to love reading those, reading about all the new technologies that were coming up. That was what I did in school. We were talking about earlier about, you know, playing the Rubik's Cube. What I did in school was I'd go to the library and read, you know, National Geographic and Popular Mechanics and Popular Science and everything else I could get my hands on. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely limitations of electric vehicles as well. I mean, that's part of the reason why, obviously, the Ford Lightning, whatever the pickup truck they came out with. I mean, it was a good pickup truck. It's, in my opinion, better than whatever Elon Musk is putting out. At least visually, I do not like the visuals of Elon Musk's, you know, Cybertruck or whatever it's called. But I think even Ford admitted it just wasn't. It just didn't fit the need that a good old, you know, work pickup truck would fit. You know, it was good, but it was not, still not quite perfect. It's not going to fill that void yet. But, you know, who knows, someday. I mean, if I lived in a city and all I did was commute to work every day, I'd probably have an electric vehicle because I mean that's a very commonsensical use case for an electric vehicle. You know, just zip to work, plug it in, zip home, plug it in, boom, you're done. But my use case for a vehicle is usually travel, you know, 1,000 miles back to Texas, or 800 miles, whatever it is, back to Texas, you know, twice a year. And there's not even a gas station in the middle of nowhere half the time, let alone an electric charging station. Plus, the whole idea of having to sit there and wait for like X amount of either X number of minutes or even up to an hour or whatever it might be just to charge, that lengthens your trip significantly. So yeah, maybe someday, but right now, until they solve that problem, that's going to be what's going to prevent me from ever getting an electric vehicle, because that's going to be my use case that I need to use fairly frequently. Yeah, I like it. Look, I think Elon Musk has done a lot of mostly good things for the world. I have no idea what the Cybertruck is all about. I don't get it. I don't. I'm sure some people love it and think it's an amazing thing. I don't understand it at all. Not my cup of tea. I'm going to be honest with you. Just visually. I don't care about the functionality of it. Visually, it just does not look good to me. But, you know, technology, everything's going to get better, faster, smaller, whatever. I mean, look at our cell phones over the last 10, 15, 20... What is it? I said 20. Does it have cell phones been around for 20? Yeah, I guess. Of course they have. I had a cell phone when I was 19, I think. So, yeah, cell phones have been around long before that. I'm sure they've been around for 25, 30 years by now. I actually don't know when the cell phone was invented. But I know that they've been around for a longer than it feels like. And, of course, those have advanced significantly. Computers have advanced significantly. So it's just a matter of time before they figure out all this other electrical stuff, I'm sure. Although I suppose of all of those, electricity has been around a lot longer than cell phones and computers. So maybe we have figured out most of everything. Who knows? Is it your fault? It is 100% your fault. I mean, Stormy, it reminds me of electricity, lightning, you know, that kind of thing. And so, yeah, it's all your fault. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I mean diesel trucks are, you know, got it's hard to replace that. That's people who drive diesel pickup trucks they're going to be very passionate about those diesel pickup trucks. I know that for sure. I mean, I've said it many times. I loved my Mustang V8 Mustang. I mean, you can't replace the feel of a V8 Mustang. You just can't in an electric vehicle. It's just no speaker's going to be able to replace the feel of a V8 engine. I'm sorry. It's so much fun. But I also recognize that electric vehicles are very fast. Very quick acceleration. I'm waiting for the electric, you know, Boeing 747. Like, is that even? I'm joking, but is that even a possibility? Can you have fully electric, like, passenger-sized airplane? Like, I feel like there's something wrong with that picture to me. I don't know. Something doesn't sound right about that. Maybe you can. I don't know. But the batteries would have to be so heavy. I just can't imagine it would work that well. I think there's certain areas of our traveling, you know, technologies that are just never going to be full electric for various reasons. Okay, I need the trailer. Yeah, I was gonna say, in theory, you should be able to do something. Like, I think I mentioned it last time. Like, I know that isn't there some sort of, like, I don't know if it's an airplane, but some sort of, like, aerial device that runs off of solar, and I think it's able to stay up in the air for, like, indefinitely almost. I mean, maybe not truly indefinitely, but I want to say it stays up there for days, weeks, months at a time or something like that. And it just flips around, you know, based off solar, you know, panels that are charging the little propellers. But obviously that's going very slowly. You know, it's not a I think it's a scientific vehicle, if I remember right. I had to look it up again. I mean, this was years ago that I remember seeing that. I think your best bet for a lot of vehicles that's gonna be the best bridge that satisfies almost all needs is, I think, hybrids. I think hybrids are going to be a more. I mean, I realize that hybrids have been around for a while and everybody's pushing more EV than hybrids these days, but I feel like hybrids are just a logical space to be. It solves both things. You're putting around town. You're on electric power. You know, if you need to go a long distance, you have the longer based engine. So I think even an airplane might even be able to do something like more hybrid related. Less batteries, but still be able to utilize battery power as needed. I could see that being something that could come to play. We'll see. Someday. And yes, I'm still talking about EVs because I'm driving around in a tractor, picking up bales of straw silage. What else am I going to talk about? I don't know how those got lopsided, but whatever. It's not going to matter that much. We actually got a decent number of bells. I feel like we got more than we did last time, but maybe just perception. Oh, really? Okay, let's reload them then. There we go. We're definitely going to be able to sell all of our various products before the end of the stream. I think we'll get around to seeding again. We'll see. All right, so we got 18 plus 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I think it's about, actually, that's probably about what we normally get, 30 to 32, somewhere in that range. Alrighty, well, are we ready to fast forward? Do we need to pick up any bread? Nope, we're good on bread. Water's okay. Yeah, fast forward it is. So next month is November. Next month is what? Eggs? Yes, I think so. Oh, oh, obviously, Stormy, you followed, but thank you. Salsa Boricua? Are you Salsa Mix? Did you follow me on Twitter as well, Salsa Mix? I appreciate it. That got me up to 90 followers. Awesome. Great demand at the fast food restaurant. Please be eggs. Be eggs. Be eggs. It's never what I want. Nope, not eggs. I felt like in FS19, there was great demands more frequently across various more varied products. I feel like the great demands just don't pop up very often in 22 for some reason. But we do want to deliver to the fast food restaurant, so we will take our eggs there. Oh, not you. Want you to grab the eggs, please. Did I say Twitter? I meant Twitch. I might have said Twitter. I meant Twitch. Yeah. X. I mean, when you make as much money as Elon Musk does, you can name your company whatever you want to name it. I personally don't get X. I'll be honest. Twitter just... There was no reason to rename that. I don't know. I just... don't get it. But whatever. It's his money. Do whatever he wants. All right. Nice. Oh, that's some good money. That is some good money from those eggs. Wow. I mean, we'll be over 100K easily, right? With the bread and the silage come January. Actually, should be more than that even, right? I was gonna say, it's time to... I should have been fertilizing. Forgot about that. Why does my auto keep cutting out? Like, I hear the bird noises, but I don't hear the tractor noises. I can even hear the wind. That's really weird. Why did the tractor cut out? There it goes. That was weird. What? I don't think I've ever experienced that before. Nowadays, even his name sounds political. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. Guy's obviously very smart, or else he wouldn't be as much money as he has, but whatever. All right, we'll get the fertilizing done and fast forward to December, which is when we will sell the bread. Now that we've got money burning a hole in my pocket, is there anything I want to buy? Nope. such a goofy looking little tractor. Like, I don't even know if I would call this a tractor. This is like a little buggy to me. It's like a little side by side, right? A little, I don't know. It's not a tractor to me. Oh, come back here. Just gonna refuse to do the end here, aren't you? Oh, you believe the statement about him being pretty smart? or was some other statement? I mean, I don't know. He's probably smarter than me, so. I mean, I know he's smarter than me, right? I mean, I can't imagine that. He might be losing some common sense, but from a pure, like, genius intelligence level, you know, I mean, he's got to be something. I think I have more common sense than most people. All right, get that dropped off, and I think we are good to fast forward. Oh, did I feed the chickens? No, they're fine. They got enough food. December, here we come. Oh, now it says January. But the price is really good at the grocery store right now, so we'll just take it to the grocery store. Oh, still got a lot of flour. Making bread for a while. That's the one thing about bread is a bit slow, but that's all right. Fair enough. I mean, I've met some pretty dumb geniuses in my life. People that I knew were geniuses. Like, I knew that they were that level of IQ at the very least, but just did not seem like they knew anything. They could not figure out left from right. It felt like. Yes, being a genius does not exclude you from doing stupid things. So, you know, we're all human. Alrighty, bread is sold. We're already up to 119. That's not even, we haven't even sold the silage yet. So nice. That will be good. We'll sell that next month. Yep. And we'll be, what, 150 easy. I mean, obviously we don't need that. It's just kind of a cool little tractor though. Alrighty, let's go. Question mark, right? There's nothing else to do. Yep, there's nothing else to do. Well, I mean, yeah, okay, I guess. Maybe I hadn't thought about a political aspect of the term genius, but yeah. I prefer somebody who has, like I said, common sense. I think if you got common sense, you are, in my definition of an intelligent person. Alrighty. What we got going on here? We're down to 2,600. Need to fast forward a little bit to get the silage turned into silage, but otherwise well, we're gonna take the animal dealer. Biogas plant's $3 more, but not really worth the trip since it's only a limited amount. I have never actually thought about it that way, but yes, that is an extremely valid point. Common sense is definitely not a very common thing, it feels like these days. Oh boy. Yeah, we need to rename that. Oh, I just forgot. I forgot to fast forward. Let me fast forward a little bit while we're driving, because I just looked down and noticed that it's still grass. There it goes. Now it's silage. Call it rare sense. It makes no sense. It doesn't sound right. I mean, common sense makes it sounds better, but it makes no sense to call it that. Oh, I think I pushed one too far out. I did. Just roll back in there, buddy. Go in there with your friends. Oh, drive right up on it. Well, like I said, we'll definitely get to the planting part of sorghum. Good chunk of money in the bank. Probably at least one more year before we can do any sugar, though. Of that kind of that kind of production, one more year, that'll put us over 300K, right? That should be pretty solid. I mean, we could technically buy another field now. I want to go that route. I just don't know if we can get any of the equipment that we need to seed it and then harvest it. Oh, I appreciate that, Stormy. That's really kind of you to say. Yeah, actually, I mean, I missed you for a few weeks there. I was like, man, where's Stormy go? I hadn't seen you in a while. I forgot you had said you had a project. I mean, I after the fact, I remembered, oh, yeah, that's right. He said I had a project coming up. But yeah, no, it was good. Good to have you back. I know it's late or early, whichever way you look at it. But I appreciate it. Definitely more fun playing Farming Simulator with people to talk to, though. I will say that. That is... I mean, that's why it's fun playing with my friend, you know, when I play my buddy. Just somebody to talk to and just kind of chill around and just... You don't have to think about it most of the time, so you can kind of just... Conversations about whatever. It's kind of fun. It's 11:11 in Georgia? Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, it's a bit late for you getting there. I know Stormy's in... Oh my goodness, Germany, right? Oh, I'm wrong again. Why is my memory so bad? I know where you're from, and for some reason my brain... It's doing that thing again. Where it's like, you're wrong, and I probably am wrong this time. Harvesting soybeans. Yeah, soybeans is a good harvest. Okay, German. Okay, see, I had that panic moment again, like I did earlier, and I was like, I know it's Germany, but for some reason my brain says, no, you're wrong. I don't know. I can't explain that. It's so weird. All right, man, we're almost at 160. Nice. We got some good money from these three harvests. This is a good year for us. We just need to figure out how to make the best use of it. And like I said, it's probably going to be sugar beets coming up. Oh, I've never actually seen this thing. Guess it's a tree cutter. That's cool. Very interesting. Big old giant windrower. How much is our windrower worth? I mean, that's way bigger than we need. Like, we don't need that. But I still have to look at how much mine's worth. Okay, it's worth less. Okay, I was gonna say, sometimes when you buy a brand new piece of equipment, you haven't used it that much, you can find a better piece of equipment that's used for just a little bit cheaper, and it's not gonna be that big of a pain to use, so. I have sold new equipment to buy used equipment before. Well, new as in lightly used to buy used equipment before, just to make some money back. So here's a random question. Right, we're in the middle of winter. So presumably this is supposed to represent like a little bit of a snowy iciness on the road. Where I live, you don't have like an empty patch in the middle with snow and ice on the line. You have like a little icy patch down the middle with the tire tracks on either side. So I feel like the graphic here is just throwing me off a little bit. Yes, that was random. Silver Run Forest, yes. Actually, the roller coaster will probably be after this run. It'll probably be a live stream. I'm gonna do the lumber stuff as a live stream, just for the entertainment value, because I have a feeling it's gonna be a, maybe it's not as bad as I think it is, but I have a feeling I'm going to make a lot of stupid, silly mistakes, and I figured I'd share that with you guys. Okay. Yeah, that's fair story. That's the tire tracks and combines. I got you. That does actually track. Especially the way I drive the combines, right down the middle of the road. All right. Do we need to get eggs picked up? Hello, chickens. Yeah, I'll pick up some eggs. Actually, before I pick up the eggs, let me fix this seed stuff. All right, drop you off, and I think we're good to fast forward. I haven't checked the water in a little bit. Let's check that real quick. A little bit low, but we're good for now. Alrighty, let's go. Next thing we need to do is, well, we're going to be planting in April. Okay. Isn't that when we mow as well? I think that's when we mow as well. I have a science fair project I have to work on this week. And by that I mean my son has a science fair project I have to work on this week, which means I said it right the first time. I have a science fair project I've got to work on this week. I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I love doing stuff with my son, obviously, but I was not looking forward to homework this week. What was I gonna do? I don't remember. We're in February. There's nothing to do in February. So yeah, I think I'm just fast forwarding immediately. Hello. You look familiar. Actually, this guy. Which one do we have? Do we have this? We don't have either of those, do we? I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah, we got the little Volvo. This is the one I have on the Zelanka. That's right. And then this Zetor. Do I have? I don't think I've had this on any of the saves. I mean, it's tiny, but it's actually got a tiny bit more horsepower than the Stair. I like the shallow cultivator. I think the horsepower is a bit much, right? We're at 200 here, 210. Oh, it just barely might be able to pull it. Barely. I don't have the stair. Which one do I... Where did I have this one at? Oh, was this on my... I feel like I recognize this one. Oh, I have the Fiat. Okay. No, no, not Spillers. No, no. I just thought I did have this one for some reason. I could have sworn I bought this one on some map somewhere at one point. It doesn't matter. I mean, that would be better than the Volvo. The Volvo is... It's doing its job. I say it's better. It's actually 140 horsepower. Never mind. No, never mind. It wouldn't be better. But back to this thing. We just don't have the horsepower for it. It is nice and it would get the job done quickly, but we just don't have the horsepower for it. So no, we'll hold off. All right. No, enough drooling at the store. Okay. Fast forward. 38,000 for a pretty nice subsoiler though is not bad. But honestly, we can actually get most of the plowing done in the time it takes us to do the harvest as it is. So it really doesn't slow us down at all right now. There's really no need to upgrade currently. Saplings. Windrower, interesting. All right, none of that. Oh, hello, tedder. We don't need a tedder currently. We will once we get cows, but it's a little too early to be buying that right now. Okay. So it is March. March. We have to do something in March, don't we? Seed? Is this seeding time? No, it's April. April's seeding time. And it's not time to harvest yet. The grass. The mother grass, I should say. How are the chickens doing? Good on the chickens. I should probably pick up the eggs real quick. What about the bread? Bread's probably okay for now as well. All right, time to harvest, or time to seed. Which will go much, much quicker than it did last time even, because we don't have to do the plowing firsthand. Oh, I was going to get solid fertilizer. Yes. Make that part speed that part up a little bit. However, you don't have the little fertilizer camera thingamajiggers, but I don't think that's... I think we decided that wasn't actually necessary. I can't remember now. But I do need to go get some solid fertilizer if I want to do those in one fell swoop. And why not? Which doesn't mean I overkilled the fertilizer, the liquid fertilizer, if we're only going to use it for grass from now on. Actually, I need the trailer. I was going to grab the device, but actually we'll just grab the trailer, go pick up a load. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I think they did. I think you're right. I think they do something, but I don't think they do enough to necessarily justify the investment after all. The cameras for the herbicide are very good, but the cameras for the, or whatever, it's not really cameras, it's sensors for the mirrors for the fertilizer, I don't think are that valuable. cultivator. It's not bad. I mean, the horse... Wait a minute. Oh, I had it on this thing. And I thought it was on the far right thing. And I was like, 580 horsepower for that cultivator? No. It is 225. So that... Our tractor could run that. Our tractor could run that. But it's 5 meters versus the one that we've got that's 4 meters, right? What is it? 4 meters. Yeah, it's not that much different, to be honest. 9 miles an hour. It is 2 miles an hour faster and a meter wider. It is better. In that regard. They're useful when you spread solid fertilizer with a green standalone. Oh, okay, okay. But not on direct drill. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's start with 4. See how far that gets us. Rich man's toy. Yeah, fair enough. I should be mowing too, shouldn't I? Yes. I can't hear the engine, so I don't know when it started without looking at... I mean, I can see the tooltip that tells me that it started, but what is going on with this tractor? That is so weird. Is it just in that spot? Yeah, it's just a couple spots. It's weird. Oh, well. Apparently somebody took my tractor and ran off and turned it into an electric tractor. It has no sound. EV piece of junk tractor. And I don't mean that EVs are a piece of junk. I just mean that that's a piece of junk tractor. And somebody bothered to turn that into an EV? Come on now. Come on now. Oh, is it? Maybe it is. Okay, interesting. I don't know how I've not noticed it before. Wait. I think I could have just opened the covers. Wait, am I wrong? Can this thing not? This thing can do solid fertilizer, right? Do I not? Am I like making that up? That's the symbol for solid fertilizer, isn't it? Pretty sure that's what the solid fertilizer looks like. We'll just make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, okay, that's solid fertilizer. Why are you not loading? I mean, I know sometimes you have to have them unfolded to load, which is why I went ahead and unfolded it, but that did not fix it either. What in the world? I got the cover open, but I can close it. I mean, that shouldn't... Try it again. Huh. Well, let's try this. Let's detach the back piece. Maybe it's something weird like that. No. Well, that's annoying. I mean, I'm going to be fine without it, but it's just annoying that I ended up paying for fertilizer that I'm not going to use. Excuse me, coming through. That's so weird. Oh, I have the config without the fertilizer? I did not realize there was more than one config. I just assumed, you know, there's 2 compartments. I just assumed it was the 2 compartment one. Let me see. Let's go look at that. Let's go take a look. That is under what? Cedars? The only config I remember is the weight. And then this thing doesn't have any configuration. Well, why does it... Like, I literally have that one. That's the one I have. It's weird that there is no other configuration unless I'm blind right now. And, it doesn't have the fertilizer, even though it has the symbol there. Huh. Wait a minute. Is it a weird thing that you can only do one or the other? What? Okay. And I bet I can't fill out the seed, right? Okay. I get what this is doing then. I understand it now. It's weird. I don't understand it. I don't actually understand it. I think it is, if I were to run this with, this, I'm guessing it will fertilize at the same time. Yeah, there it is. Fertilizer distribution unit. Yep. So you can get the cultivator to fertilize, and then the seeder's a separate thing. Weird. That is a weird setup. That is a very... Like, why would I do this? I would never do this because this is smaller than the subsoiler I have. This is 3 meters, and the subsoiler I have is 4 meters. Yeah, I could fertilize at the same time, but I'll just spray... Okay. So I did just waste some money on solid fertilizer, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I love that it spit it out as a different container. I'll figure that out later. I can always empty out my lime and just fill up this solid fertilizer and just do a round of solid fertilizer or something like that. So that's definitely an option. I can use it. I'll make a use for it. It's just weird. I was expecting that to behave so much differently, especially since it looks like it literally has two containers, right? 2 compartments. A little disappointing, but we'll make it work. I mean, there's so many seeders that do both. I just assumed that's what it did. It is not a foreign concept that there are some that can do both. That's why you always stick with horse. Fair enough. I just kind of wanted to do this one because it was the premium pack, and I was like, let's have some fun with it. I mean, I used it a little bit on... Did I use it on Zelanka, or did I use it on the prequel when I was testing out the Zelanka map that one time? I don't remember now. But, I used it briefly once before, but I just never realized that the fertilizing was a different process. No worries. We'll be fine. Yep. Okay. I thought it was the prequel. I couldn't remember. It all kind of blurs together at some point. Yeah, I knew the Zilong has the Porsche now, but I couldn't remember if I'd started with this one or not as a test run at some point. You know, yeah, you've been watching it. You know the equipment better than I do because you've been watching it more recently. I mean, that's part of the thing is that when I do, obviously I record in batches, so I'll record like 4 episodes, 5 episodes at a time, and so you're watching something maybe you've been watching it back to back, so you watched all 4 episodes in one day. For me, that was like a week and a half ago. All right, let's get you rolling. Let's check out you. You're good. That's a weird bug. Doing a little bit of cleanup. Stuff a little bit more organized, I guess. All right, let's get you dropped off. A little bit out of the way here. How you doing? You doing all right? Mostly. Missed a little bit here at the end. Not sure why the workers that insistent on not getting close to those trees. But whatever. What'd you plant up here? What is that? That's potatoes. But we do have oh, that's parsnips. Never mind. For a second there, I thought that was sugar beets. I was like, that's not quite the right color for sugar beets. Sugar beets over here, though. Somebody tells me I'm going to sleep pretty good tonight. I'm getting a little tired. I'm going to go sleep right after the stream, which will be good. I need some sleep probably. Everything still turned on. Let's see. Control Shift G. Yeah, we're good there. And then, oh, I need to do this. Need to do that. We'll go set A. 270. What? I mean, I get the name's funny, but there we go. Why is it over there? I could have sworn I want to set the A here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Lower cedar. Oh, that's true, Stormy. It is very late for you. Again, or very early, depending on how you look at it. It's what? You're 8 hours different? So 6:45 in the morning, almost? Or are you 9 hours? I can't remember if you're somewhere around there, I think. Oh, 5 hours. Okay, so I guess that's okay, 8 hours. I said 8 hours, and then I said the wrong time. I literally said the right number, just the wrong value. My math was wrong. I want to go back to Germany someday. I really enjoyed Germany when I was there. I enjoyed a lot of Europe, to be honest. There was a lot of places in Europe that I really enjoyed. It was a very rewarding experience. And I haven't traveled for fun in a very long time. I actually don't remember. When was the last time I actually traveled, like, for fun? I mean, all the last times I've traveled were all for work. I've been to New Orleans twice for work. I've been to Colombia for work. I've been to, where else have I been? Somewhere else, I can't remember now. To Vegas for work. Different job, though. But definitely went there for work. Been lots of places for work. Never, only one time I feel like I've gone somewhere significant for fun. And that was when I went to Europe for, what, 3 weeks almost. Backpacked around Europe. That was fun. And that was a long time ago. That was a very significant amount of time ago. Good thing about Europe is that, I mean, most of the cool tourist attractions are very old, so they're not going to change much in 25 years. You know, they're going to be basically the same. Pretty sure the Eiffel Tower still looks like the Eiffel Tower. Neuschwanstein still looks like Neuschwanstein. That was one of my favorite places. I loved Neuschwanstein. But that's just because I like mountains and I like the beautiful scenery and stuff like that. What did you just do? Oh, did you just post that you became it? Like, is it like a hey, look at me, I'm a member type of thing, like you could do on Twitch? I'm assuming you didn't pay more money just now, right? Like your membership just renewed or something? I haven't actually, I don't know if I've been a channel member on a YouTube person before, so I never really noticed. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just a good view. I remember my buddy and we were trying to find like a really good place for a picture. And so we climbed up on, we went across the bridge, right? Obviously got a good picture there. And then on one side of the bridge, you know, we climbed up onto this cliff area. And we're like standing side by side right on the edge of the cliff. He propped his camera up on a tree and we took a really awesome picture, right? Well, on the way up to the cliff, we saw a sign. And now we both took German in high school, but we weren't like, you know, we knew German, but we weren't, you know, we couldn't just read it, you know, immediately. We had to translate. We had to kind of work through the translation. So we saw the sign, went past the sign, and then just kind of did our thing. And when we went back and translated it, we realized it said, you know, it listed the number of people who have died falling off the cliff we just stood on. We're like, oh, maybe we should not have done that. But we got the picture now, so it's all good. It's a little silly to do this year, but I don't want to reset the line. Okay, okay. So yeah, it's just a status update. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've done stuff like that on Twitch. I think every once in a while you can kind of post that your subscription is, you know, kicked over to a new month. Yeah, I want to take my wife to Europe. I think she would like it a lot. We haven't traveled anywhere, my wife and I. We've been to North Carolina for a bit, but that was like that's just where we lived for a while. Well, shucks. Now I'm a little worried. There's something wrong with my computer because I have never had this many. Like, I've had this computer for, you know, probably 6-8 months now. I might have seen it blue screen of death one time before today, and now it's done it twice. I don't know what's going on. Little worrying. I haven't changed anything. I haven't touched anything, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it's not getting too hot or something weird. You know what? That might be possible. It might be getting too hot somehow. I might have... Maybe it's just hot in my room or something. I don't know. I've seen that cause a blue screen before. Yeah, I don't know. A little worrying, but figure it out. Press Win, Control Shift B. All right. Yep, I will do that. Yeah, I don't know. I tend to not update my drivers too often because I have updated my drivers, not on this one, but my previous streaming PC. I remember updating the Windows drivers one time and it would not reboot. It took me forever to get it reset back to a state that I could actually reboot the computer. It was a nightmare. But, so I kind of got into a habit where I just don't, you know, update my Windows drivers too soon after they release. I don't know. Weird. Oh, well. Life goes on. We'll figure it out. Should be able to get the seating done before the end of the stream, and then we will call it there. I don't know. My brain is distracted by my woes over here. I mean, CPU's not getting hit very hard. Memory's not getting hit very hard. Got to be drivers or... I don't know. Let me see. I feel if it's getting hot. 1 second. Let me get you turned around. I mean, it shouldn't be that hot. It's not that hot in my room, but the only reason I say it might be getting hot is because I do have, when I set my setup back up, I do have the two computers a little closer to each other than I did before. Plus, I used to have the side panel off of this one just because I had installed like a, I don't know, installed like a hard drive or something, and I just never put the side panel back on. So, oh, it feels very cool. Yeah, I don't know. It feels cool to the touch, which usually means it's probably okay. I mean, they're both all-in-one liquid cooled, so on the processor side of things. So it's unlikely they're going to get too hot. Probably drivers. Yeah, I don't think it's... Yeah. It's probably... Yeah, you're right. I don't remember... Am I doing CPU... I'm doing graphics card processing. Or, rendering, I should say. Or encoding, I think is what I'm trying to say. But, I don't know. I will look at it after the stream. Good news is it restarts very quickly. It does a full shutdown and restart in like back less than a minute. It feels like it goes quick. That's kudos where kudos. You know, credit where credit's due, I should say. All right. Well, there we go. We did get everything seeded today. Nice. We will fertilize. First thing next time. Basically, we'll fast forward and fertilize. Should be good. Both this and the grass. Want to detach the whole thing, please? There we go. Oh, this one's audio turned off for a second too after I unhooked it. Both tractors are having some weird issues with that. Alrighty, well, I think that is, I mean, we're about basically at a minute, so we'll definitely be calling the stream here in just a moment, but got a lot done today. We are already seeded, ready to come back around to harvest. So we actually almost got a full year's worth of stuff in today because we got, when we started, it was like July, August. Not quite time to harvest. So yeah, I mean, we almost got a full year in today. That's awesome. Much faster. Power supplies below current level. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Oh well. I appreciate the help, and I will figure it out hopefully by next time. But alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and put it stop in there. I appreciate everybody coming out. For those of you that is late for, get some rest. If it's the beginning of your day, Stormy, hope you have a great day. And my next live stream, assuming that there's no issues with my computer, will be Civilization on Saturday. Obviously, my Football Manager on Monday, and we'll be back for Farming Simulator on Wednesday. Hopefully, we can get to some sugar. Maybe next stream, or very, very close to it. We'll definitely sell some more stuff. which should give us enough money to potentially go for the sugar next live stream. So we'll see. But I do appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Goodbye.